This is Sharon Bornholt with Innovative Property Solutions and the Louisville Gals Real Estate Blog, and I'm really happy to have my friend Lolita Sheriow, aka Lo, with me today. Lo is a seasoned real estate investor. She's an author, a speaker, a mentor, and she is a blogger. She has a terrific blog, Lo's Take Action REI blog. It's real how-tos, isn't it? REI how-tos. And
REI how-tos.
Yeah. And she just is involved in so many things, but recently she has added a full-blown coaching program to all the other million things that she does, and that's what I want to talk to her today. So, good morning, Lo.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Other than busy. Fantastic. Great.
You know, everybody knows that there is so much information out there on the internet. If you had years to find it all and decide which was valuable information, and that truthfully is another trick, deciding who is really qualified to teach you how to invest in real estate. The fact that you have put together this phenomenal program and all those hours of learning, I wanted you to just take some time and tell people about it. All these folks that are maybe on the fence about the fact that it's overwhelming to get started in real estate. So tell us about your program.
Sure, I absolutely will. And again, Sharon, thank you so much for having me and interviewing me. The Take Action Real Estate Investors Club is an online wholesaling coaching program. It's 95% video and video trainings. And the reason why I came up with this idea was really from the feedback that I would get from online. You know, I would get emails from people on Facebook, on LinkedIn that would see, me online, all the social media sites or whatever. And they were just asking questions. How do you get started as a real estate investor? Or how can I get started? Or how can I wholesale? Or can you really sell, buy and sell properties with no cash, no credit? So I would answer them and give them some feedback and give them a few resources. And then, they would also ask, well, do you coach? And, can you train me or whatever? And I'm like, sure. In which I do have a one-on-one coaching program, which is separate. But both you and I know that when you want to work with coach, a mentor, and you want their time, it's going to be more expensive than it would be for a course online or something like that because of their time. So, and everybody can't really fit, or have that budget to pay for a mentor, a personal mentor. So what I decided to do was to come up with this online coaching program and make it affordable for people that have very limited resources and they just want to get started. So that was really the idea, of me coming up with this was based off of the feedback and the emails that I was getting from individuals online asking.
Okay. So, I know you told me this one time, but I can't remember the exact answer. How many hours of training did you do when you were putting all this up?
I'd say I have over 100 hours of video trainings alone. And with this particular online coaching program, again, it's specifically geared for wholesaling, learning how to wholesale from A to Z. So I talk, I wanted to make sure it was newbie friendly. But for those that may have some information or some training about wholesaling, maybe kind of want to skip the whole what is wholesaling portion of the training, because it's broken down into modules. You know, what wholesaling is, it really breaks it down, how to successfully wholesale, where to find, leads, what is a motivated seller lead, all of that, and it also covers, some of the most, daunting task of wholesaling, which is dealing and talking with sellers. A lot of people are not comfortable with talking to sellers, or they're not sure what to say, or they just have this fear. Well, I have example calls that I've done with sellers. I also share scripts that those that sign up, they can use those scripts and just kind of modify it and tailor it a little bit to fit once they get more comfortable talking to sellers. So I just cover all of that, how to do the contracts, how to, write out the contracts, how to overcome seller objections, which is another thing that, a lot of people don't know how to do, so it's a lot of information.
If just in case anybody is listening and maybe doesn't know what a wholesaler is, tell them what your definition of a wholesaler is.
Sure. For me, it's simple. A wholesaler is nothing more than a matchmaker. And what you're doing, you are finding the motivated homeowners, these sellers that have to sell their house for whatever reason. And the motivated seller could be someone that has lost their job, someone that has fell ill, divorce. It's a lot of reasons that people sell. But you want to find those individuals and you want to match-make them with an investor buyer, a cash buyer. Someone that can buy, or you can assign your contract. Once you contracted with the seller, you're going to assign that contract, that piece of paper, to this end buyer for a higher price. So that's simply what a wholesaler is.
Okay. And for those people out there that say, well, I'm not sure that's the strategy I want, maybe I want to be a buy and hold landlord, or I want to be or I'm just a rehabber and I don't have time to find deals. What I tell people is everybody should be a wholesaler. If you are a buy and hold landlord, then if you come across a house that maybe doesn't meet your criteria, you can resell that house as wholesale it to someone else, and then you can take that chunk of cash and you can pay down your rentals. Or for a rehabber, if he gets a house that's not maybe in his area, but he can wholesale it and put some money in the bank for the what ifs that come up in his rehab, I personally think everybody should be a wholesaler, whether that's your main strategy or not.
Absolutely. And I agree with you 1,000%, because of those reasons alone. I mean, you covered it. So, and also when you're getting started in real estate, you just want to know what type of properties that ultimately you want to buy. So you'll know where to market. You'll know how to do the numbers. You'll know the spreads. You'll know your return on investment. I mean, it's just so many reasons why, I think that everyone that's getting started in real estate investing should know and understand how to be a wholesaler.
Yeah, because wholesaling really teaches you how to buy property right. And that is
exactly
the single biggest mistake people make when they're starting out, I think, is they pay too much. And probably the second thing is they just buy in the wrong area. Maybe they're looking for a tenant property and it's just not in a suitable area. So while you can find probably, like I said, all this information is available somewhere if you've got the strength to go out there and find it. To have a concise program all in one spot for an affordable fee is just a phenomenal thing, because when I got started, there was no such thing. I mean, there were pricey courses, many of them from people that had been in real estate 5 minutes longer than me, and they just weren't very good. I'm sure you found the same thing.
Absolutely. And one thing I want to say, what you just shared, Sharon, which I think people really need to hear and understand, is just like you said, you can go out and find all this information on the internet. You're right. You can. If I wanted to be a welder, if I took the time, I can go to all of these sites and find all the information on how to become a welder, but it will probably take me a couple of years to maybe even do it. So, and I heard one person say that they shared that, you know what, the reason why I pay for training or I pay for organized information or to be a part of a membership group is all of the information is in one setting. It's in one place. It's structured to where I can just go with the flow of it, learn, boom, I can take action, and I can get results.
Yeah, and I like the fact that you've got it broken down into modules so that people can say, oh, I know this part, and skip on to the part that they know. Because we all probably have, even when you're starting out, have some little bit of knowledge. Although I would say, even for me, I like to review things. I think I know all about something, and then I find out, well, there's something that I actually don't know. So I think it's good for people to go through everything when they're in a training program.
Absolutely.
Now, do you have a way that people can get started and kind of try it out and see if it's going to be for them?
Sure. And what's so awesome is that there's some bonuses and I want to make sure these bonuses were really good. But I got several bonuses that when you become a Take Action club member, you're going to get once a month. I do a Q&A session with all of the members. So I answer questions. I kind of, dig in to see what's going on, what you guys need help with. So once a month I do that, the Take Action members. Also, I do product reviews. And I don't, for a lot of people that like to buy everything that comes out, and I used to be that way. Sometimes I still am, depends on the product. And, the product may not be good. It may not be something that can enhance or really, bring any, finances or help your business, real estate investing business. So I actually do product reviews to let you know, hey, this is a new shining armor tool here, but it's not good. Or, this is something that you may want to invest your money in if you have it. Also, there are 3 tools that you get, which I think are critical to the success of a wholesaler.
Okay.
There is a Take Action estimator calculator. I'm sorry. So for those of you that may have issues with estimating repairs, and a lot of people may not even be good at it, this particular calculator that we've come up with, all you have to do is plug in whatever's needed. You just plug in, a few numbers here and there, and it'll instantly give you a calculation of what that repair is going to be. Okay. And it's going to also instantly calculate what the total repair cost is. And that also includes a 5 to 10% miscellaneous cost. Because we know that when you do repairs, stuff happens, it comes up, and it may be a little bit more, but that's already calculated in. So very simple. You just plug in a few numbers, boom, and you have your repair estimate. Also the Take Action Instant Calculator. So a lot of, people have a hard time trying to do the numbers as far as I don't know what to offer. I have no clue what to offer the seller. I have no clue what to offer my end buyer. Again, all you have to do is plug in a few numbers. Once you get your estimated value of the property, that's it. And you put in your repair cost, boom, it'll let you know what you need to offer the seller as well as your end buyer. And also you get to Take Action negotiating tips. So there's 10 powerful tips that will help you when negotiating with sellers. Again, what to say, how to say it, overcome objections. So those are some of the bonuses, and all those bonuses I think are valued over like $597. Yeah. But once you become a Take Action Club member, it's free. So you can just instantly download it once you get into the members area.
Okay. Now, how much is it to join the club?
It's only $47 a month.
Wow.
$47 a month. You can cancel anytime. So there's no long-term contractual obligation. After 30 days, it's not what you're looking for. You can simply cancel. So I wanted to make it again very, very affordable and also supply the tools, the bonuses that you need to really give you a great head start. So.
Well, the bonuses are great. I know when I was starting out, you sometimes go back and forth and you kind of have a formula to work off of, but maybe you're not sure and you forget things. And so being able to plug in all the numbers, that's a great tool, especially, it's just convenient no matter what level you're at. But if you're a beginner, then that's great. And the miscellaneous stuff, we all know it always takes longer and costs more. So we used to call that a fudge fund, kind of a what if, or what we forgot, or what we can't see type of thing. Well, I think it is certainly affordable, and you can't beat your bonuses, you can't beat your guarantee. And I know for a fact the content is phenomenal. And what you've got here is not some guru. You have a person that is a seasoned real estate investor that's out there every week looking at property, buying deals, and has just taken that practical knowledge and put it into this wonderful program.
Absolutely. And another thing I want to say, when I was creating this, I had, you all in mind. And when I say you, those of you that are looking that have been frustrated, you get all these $997, $1,000, $2,000 type of products or coaching. And I know how it is, you know, especially when I first got started, I just didn't have it. And I wanted to make sure, again, that the content, I took out about 3 months, about 90 days, to just bury myself in the office and put all of this curriculum together and organize it and do all the recordings. So I wanted to make sure that the information that you are receiving is top of the line, and you can actually take it, execute it, and get results.
Well, I think that just sums it up. It's a program to get you from zero to out there actually finding deals and buying deals and moving forward, which is the scary part for a lot of new people, you know, going step A, B, C, and D, and then finally getting that first deal. That's the hard part.
That's the hard part. But you know, when you do that first deal, it's like you're hooked.
You're hooked, yeah. Yeah. You have an illness for sure. It's called real estate investing. Yeah. Well, I want to thank you so much for coming on today and telling people about your program. You did a much better job of it than I could have ever put into a blog post. And I just want people to know that I recommend this program. I know it's a good program. And so take action. Be one of those take action people and give it a try. What do you got to lose?
What do you have to lose?
Yes. Well, thank you, Lo, once again, and I will talk to you soon.
Thank you so much.